US and UK might look eager to provide long-range strike support to Ukraine against Russia, but guess who might very well spoil their party? Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni. It must be noted that Britain and France have already sent Ukraine their own air-launched cruise missiles known as Storm Shadow in Britain and Scalp in France. The main proponent of the use of these missiles against Russia is the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer. First, he went to Washington to meet US President Joe Biden, and then he arrived in Rome to hold talks with Italian Prime Minister. In Rome, Starmer said, "We have to put Ukraine in the best possible position, that is, to be able to carry out missile attacks deep into Russian territory." But Meloni was quick to pop Starmer's balloon, saying, "In Italy, it is not on the table." It should be noted that Italy's nod is required before NATO allows Ukraine to launch long-range missiles inside Russia. The Storm Shadow missiles are manufactured by MBDA, the European Missile Group. Now, Italy is a part of this group with 25% participation through its firm called Leonardo. Now, this Italian firm is no ordinary. It manufactures the electro-optical trackers, or the eyes that guide the missiles. It is a world leader in this sector, so literally, French and British missiles risk going blind if they don't adhere to Italian reservations. Earlier, Italy had ruled out sending troops to Ukraine and allowing key forces to use Italian weapons against Russia. Italy's foreign minister in May said, "It is impossible for Italy to send soldiers to Ukraine, also to use our weapons in Russia." He also made it clear that under Italy's constitution, it is impossible to allow the use of its weapons to hit inside Russia and deploy troops to Ukraine. "We are not fighting against Russia, we are defending Ukraine," he declared. In Italy, there is a bipartisan agreement that Rome will not go overboard in defending Ukraine. Key figures in both the government and opposition question how far this backing by NATO should go. Meloni had previously also slammed NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg for saying allies should provide long-range support to Ukraine. Meloni said, "I don't know why Stoltenberg said such a thing. I think we have to be very careful." Matteo Salvini, who is Italy's deputy prime minister, went as far as saying that the NATO chief should consider tendering his resignation. He said this gentleman either asks for forgiveness, rectifies his remarks, or resigns. Russia has declared that long-range support to Ukraine would be seen as a breach of Vladimir Putin's red line. Dmitry Medvedev, who is deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, recently declared Russia would reduce Kyiv to a giant melted spot using non-nuclear weapons. He added that Kremlin already had formal grounds to use nuclear weapons after Ukraine's cross-border incursion into Russia's Kursk region. Putin earlier had warned that the long-range move would put NATO countries at war with Russia. So, unlike Starmer and Biden, Meloni is not a madman. She cares for her people and understands that antagonizing Putin would only further destabilize European economy and security.